Welcome back to the 50-day challenge, where every day for 50 days I wake up at 8 a.m., start the day with hot lemon water, eat 3 healthy meals a day, get active 6 days a week, drink lots of water, meditate, and read 10 pages.
It is now Monday of the 3rd week, so we are starting out. It is incredibly early. It's like barely past 7 a.m. I'm currently getting ready for a modeling gig, same one that I had yesterday, which was on the end of the last video. So I'm gonna be getting ready as we do this. Before I had started this 50-day challenge, a day like today, this would have been all I did, was wake up early, go and do this job, come back and just like crash for the rest of the day. And while, that's fine, especially if it's like a really, really long day, I don't want early and long gigs like this to totally put me out of commission from all the other things that I want to get done during the day, especially taking care of my body and taking care of my mind. So I need to quickly finish getting ready here and get out the door in like half an hour. So goals for this week are to stick to everything as closely as I can for the 50 days, all tasks, as many days this week as possible, as well as actually start taking vitamins. That's something that I have not done. It's not part of the 50-day challenge, but I figured that's a good thing. I should probably do that. This is progress before. I'm very happy. I've like almost entirely gotten rid of the bloat that I had. This is early in the morning. It's natural to bloat after like a meal or two. I'm very happy right now. I actually feel like my abs are starting to come back, which is incredible. Beginning of week 3.
At the actual gig, I had a few snacks throughout the day, but then got home so late I immediately had an apple before changing and having the leftovers of these seaweed salmon bites from the night before. Day 16, last day of this gig, so I got up very early again and had more overnight oats and lunch at work.
Today was another super long day. I had the same gig today, but today was the last day, so I'll be back to actually being able to hit all the daily tasks tomorrow, though I'm going to do my absolute best to still hit them today. This is a perfect opportunity to show why these daily tasks that I'm trying to do are so important. The last 3 days have been a gig that have really taken a lot out of me, just because it was basically on my feet in heels like all day. After a long day like that, what I would normally do is come back and just be super lazy, make really unhealthy choices, almost as like kind of a reward, which again, isn't a great relationship with food. It's totally fine to eat unhealthy foods, but to associate that, eating unhealthy foods, with a reward system creates a bad relationship with the food. So I'm trying to get away from that and instead make the choice of treating myself by taking care of myself and nurturing my body instead. My job is really picking up again. So this is the time to actually push through and maintain these decisions and these daily habits. Theoretically, if I keep focus on them, even when I'm distracted by other things that I need to get done during the week, I should still feel amazing and get the benefits out of them. I'm going to go to the gym, even though I'm super tired. I did not go to the gym yesterday, and that's another smart choice. I honestly should make an entire other video about making the smart choices of either going to the gym or not going to the gym, or knowing when and where to take breaks and things like that. There's always a balance. It is not black or white. It's not always force yourself to go to the gym, and it's not, oh, I'm tired, I should let myself rest all the time. You got to be able to distinguish between the two, and that is something I am absolutely still learning. So learn along with me. Anyway, this is a long-winded way of saying that I am now going to the gym. So let's go.
Since this is the first big workout of the week, that means leg day. And even though I was really tired from a long day of work, I still feel a lot stronger than when I first started working out in the beginning of these 50 days. For dinner, I had a tuna salad that I forgot to record. I ate it with chips and had a little bit of chocolate as well. I don't want to get up. Day 17, I was so tired from the gig the last 3 days that I did not manage to get up at 8, but I still started my day healthy and then later took advantage of this gorgeous sunset to meditate in. second workout of the week is arm day. This is definitely where my confidence has grown the most in the gym. When I first started doing arm day, I felt so weak, and now I actually feel like I know what I'm doing. I ended the day at my boyfriend's house, so I got a sandwich at the bodega. Day 18, I spent the entire day at my boyfriend's, so I didn't really record a lot, but this was what I ate. Day 19, I started with a cappuccino, which does not count as breakfast. Lunch was protein oatmeal, and then dinner was fried rice with chicken.
It is Saturday, and I have been slipping this week. I keep track of my progress throughout the week on these different tasks in this little journal here, kind of like a bullet journal. You can see, yeah. So this week, take a look at this. See all of those X's? Do you see how many things I've missed? Now, this is not about perfection. If it were about perfection, then I would be setting myself up for failure, because no one is perfect and that is entirely unattainable. However, what I am striving for is consistency, and that is not what consistency looks like. So going into this fourth week is going to be crucial for me to really prioritize these tasks throughout my day, make sure that I am prioritizing the 50-day challenge. Going into this fourth week, this is usually right around the time that any sort of New Year's resolution or challenge starts falling apart and people fall off of the bandwagon, right? So this week, it's crucial for me to focus on that. Now, I need to reset. I have not gone and done my third big workout of the week, so that is going to be today. That's the second leg day workout of the week. I also need to go to the grocery store. I need to basically get on top of those maintenance items. So here it is, refocusing, acknowledging the fact that I kind of slipped this week, but being okay with that and not quitting because of that, but just readjusting, refocusing, and getting back to work. So let's go to the gym.
I forgot to record, but I had an apple with peanut butter before going to the gym and doing the second leg day of the week. So this is the third big workout of the week. I then made a protein shake to feed my muscles after that big workout, and then headed into the city to meet my friend for dinner.
I'm not ready. Smile!
We went to Pana 2, an Indian restaurant in the East Village known for its crazy year-round Christmas lights, and it was delicious.
Oh my god, this is amazing!
By the 21st day, I'm feeling like I'm getting back into a really good routine. I did some elliptical, followed by a stretching session, and then followed that up with some meditating. Day 22, I had a protein shake for breakfast, and then for lunch I had this scramble that I mixed regular eggs and egg whites. For dinner, I had the same tuna salad that I had the other night. I just chop up a couple red onions, put that into the tuna, and then also add a few pickles. Then mix that with some olive oil, celery salt, and white wine vinegar. Mix it together. I then eat it with some chips, and I also made a side salad. Day 23 was actually a perfect day and I hit every single goal, but I was very busy and so I wasn't able to record all of it. Now, the reason I was so busy is because the next day is my planned meaningful day of rest. So this is me actually prepping the night before, making an almond croissant to enjoy in the morning. Day 24. Throughout all of this, I've been making a point to have one meaningful day of rest a week to allow myself to recharge and take on the rest of the week with my full energy. So I wanted to show you what that kind of rest day looks like. I make a point of doing things for me, like buying flowers for myself. I will also take the time to make a fancy coffee to enjoy. I froth some almond milk to make a pseudo latte, but with pressed coffee rather than espresso. Then I add in some of this amaretto syrup and I top it off with the steamed milk and foam, finishing it with some cocoa powder on top. Lastly, I take out the almond croissant I set out the night before, and now it's time to fully relax and watch some TV. Throughout my rest days, I try to do as many things that make me say, Since I got up so late, this was technically my lunch, but I did also order sushi for dinner.
Officially halfway through this 50-day challenge, which is like kind of insane to me. But also at the same time I'm thinking about it, like, yes, I have been doing this for a while, but it does not feel like it's been 25 days. I feel like I'm honestly still just in the beginning, which I think is a good thing because it doesn't feel like I'm over here thinking, oh my God, when is this gonna end? When's this gonna be over? Ignore the little bump on my head. If you guys watched my video about organizing my kitchen, I ran head first into an open cabinet door. Just ignore that. 25 days done. In honor of that, I am making sure that I am hitting every single thing on my to-do list today, both for work and especially for the 50-day challenge tasks. So just like a general update on like how I've been feeling throughout all of this. I feel like I need to explain to you guys what my days used to look like before I was doing this. Before, I would stay up so late every night, and then because of that, I would then sleep in a little bit and like drag myself out of bed because really I was just that tired. But then because of that, I'd end up working into like the late hours, honestly early hours of the morning, because I felt like, oh, I slept in, like I missed time during the day that I could have been putting towards work and could have been getting things done. And so that was more like I was waking up every day and acting every day from this place of scarcity. Like, time was scarce. I was just constantly trying to push through as much as possible. And so I was constantly keeping myself up really, really late, which then resulted in me, again, not being able to wake up early the next day. And so it was just constantly out of this place of scarcity versus abundance. However, now, because I'm prioritizing my well-being, my mental health, my physical health, just that general wellness and mindfulness, I am going to bed earlier, which means I then wake up earlier. I find time throughout the day for myself. And yet, because I'm getting up earlier, I'm actually getting all of my work done every day. I'm working smarter. So I'm getting better, higher quality work done. Which also means that I end up by the end of the day finishing my to-do list and actually allowing a couple hours at the end of the night just for myself. And I cannot tell you how luxurious that feels after doing what routine that I had before of working super late into the night, which, I didn't hate it. I liked it. I like working. That's part of my problem, is that I just don't stop. However, I do need to take some time for myself here, and working that into this routine has been definitely improving the whole big picture. Like, I myself am doing better mentally, physically, but then also my work is benefiting because of it. So I am now not as stressed as I was before, yet getting more and better work done. So I think that definitely goes to show how effective this has been. Now it is time to get some food and go to the gym. Let's make that happen.
For dinner, I made this one-pan veggie and salmon roast. It was delicious, and I made a little side salad with raspberries and pomegranate vinaigrette. I then took some time to set up my tracking journal for the next 2 weeks to keep track of each of these daily habits each day. New York got hit with an absolutely massive blizzard this night, so I decided to make one of my favorite cozy meals, my version of homemade ramen. Basically, I heat up some miso broth and then add in sesame oil, soy sauce, garlic powder, onion powder, and ginger powder. Bring that to a boil, add in some sauteed mushrooms, bok choy, and finish it off with 2 ramen eggs and sriracha for spice. I soft boil the eggs so that they are the perfect gooey consistency. Okay, well, that is the end of week 4. Admittedly, did not end on the strongest day, but it's just another moment for me to remind all of you and myself that I am not striving for perfection here. If I were striving for perfection, then I would just be setting myself up for failure. And we should try to set ourselves up for failure the least amount of times possible. How I'm feeling at the end of this week versus the end of the last video, I'm still feeling really good. I feel like I'm still getting some good results. I don't feel like the actual physical appearance results are as drastic this time, which is sort of to be expected as well. I feel like these 2 weeks have been more of a mental improvement, which is good. Going into the 5th and 6th week, I will probably start seeing less drastic results from this because it will start to plateau out, because this is now the norm, whereas before this has been like a big change. So my body and my mind have been adapting and changing to that, and now I have changed to that and adapted, so the actual changes are probably going to be a bit less drastic, but that's also to be expected because we want consistency here. I'm still feeling good. I really feel that this is something that's going to be sustainable, and I'm still just really excited to see how I feel at the end of the full 50 days versus the very beginning of this. So thank you so much for watching. Next week is going to be back to my organization videos. That is going to be organizing my giant storage closet, which it's a doozy. And then the week after that will be weeks 5 and 6. I hope that you found some inspiration or motivation in this video to do your own New Year's resolution or transform your own daily habits. If you would like more of the 50-day challenge following my daily habits, or some organizing, resetting my space of reorganizing my entire apartment, please hit that subscribe button and ding dong the notification bell so that you know the next time I upload a video, and I will see you again next week. Most importantly, remember to keep smiling. Bye.